Hello everyone and welcome back to Train Simulator Classic. Today we are on Dovetail Games North Wales coastline route. And we are doing a full run of the line from here at Holyhead on the island of Anglesey down to Crewe, which should take about 2 hours. We are in the Avanti West Coast Class 221 Super Voyager, which honestly we need for TSW. Like, the fact we don't have a member of the Voyager family in TSW yet is frankly, well, just disgraceful, really. Right, so yeah, this is, I know about the before you say anything, I know about the North Wales Coastline Revamped mod. However, I do not have that installed because, well, it's, it has a ton of dependencies, and I don't have the routes required for those dependencies. So yeah, let's get started. Yeah, so like usual British trains, it is pretty easy to set up. Safety system's already active because it's TS Classic. Let's open the doors. This is actually a scenario you can find on Steam Workshop, so you can find it linked down in the description. So what are our stops for today are Holyhead, Bangor, Llandudno, Colwyn Bay, Rhyl, Prestatyn, Flint, Chester, and Crewe. And I apologise in advance for any Welsh mispronunciations. And there we go, instrument lights on. Yeah. This is also the default Dovetail Voyager. I believe Just Trains have made a Class 220 and called it the Just Trains Voyager. It's called like the Just Trains Voyager 2019, but I don't have that. There's a lot of British stuff in this game that I do not have yet, anyway. I might get it in the future, who knows. So yeah, Holyhead is literally right next to the ferry terminal for leaving, yeah. Is the screen interactive? No, it doesn't appear to be. So yeah, here's the cabin view. My goodness, that's loud. "24 miles to Bangor." So how many power notches do I have? 4. Right. We have a 15 limit coming out of Holyhead. The North Wales coastal route is actually the what is it? Is actually one of the base. Is actually the base British route included with the 2024 version of Train Sim Classic. And also, as usual, I am using third rails to track my trip. Okay, that button worked. The AWS button works. Lovely. Oh, I'm speeding. Bad. Wow, they're using old semaphore signals on this line? Goodness. Oh my goodness, the ultimate indignity. I'm being overtaken by a Ford Transit. Oh my goodness. But, yeah, I don't have too long till I can open her up to 75 miles an hour. So where's Bangor specifically? Okay, it's there, right. I do like the Voyager family. I just think it's a bit... They are significantly out of date, but I don't know whether I prefer these or the Hitachi IET family, if I'm being honest. Because, yeah. These the members of the Voyager family are being replaced actively by IETs. So, oh, full juice, 75 miles an hour, here we come. Sounds are actually pretty decent. Like, judging from video footage I've seen of these, it sounds relatively accurate. And it's accelerating pretty quickly for a diesel. Ooh, rail ping sounds nice. Is there anything that I've missed? Probably not, because this is a British diesel and they're very easy to drive. By far the most complex British trains there are use tap changers, and even those aren't as hard as some trains I could name. Like the American freighters especially are absolute pains in the rear end to use. Ooh, we're going across a little embankment. We're following the A55. And then there's the A5 off to our left. Oh, there's a whistle board, appropriately. I have heard that the scenery on this route is actually pretty good, even in its default state. But I've heard that the scenery that comes with the enhancement mod, the revamped mod, I should say, is even better. But I can't access that because of the aforementioned dependencies. We're probably having to rely on. We're having to go at 75 because of the stupid semaphores. My goodness, that's one of the shortest platforms I've ever seen. So you've got a bit of a freight branch. Hopefully we can get the Super Voyager up to its top speed of... Oh, I can't remember. How fast are these things? Like 125, I think? "20 miles to run to Bangor." AWS system seems to be working properly, which is nice. Does my GSMR work? No, it's unclickable. Oh well. The GSMRs in TSW are not exactly advanced either. Also, this scenario is on Steam Workshop, so if you want to download it, the link is in the description, just putting that out there. Let's see, I wonder if there are any other trains around. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I think the only dependency for the Steam Workshop scenario is the North Wales coastline. The scenery is really decent. For a Dovetail TS Classic route, this is actually pretty nice. Oh, there's the facilities for RAF Valley, the airbase on our right. I've flown out of RAF Valley a couple of times in Flight Sim. Pretty cool to see it in Train Sim Classic. So yeah, basically on this line, Avanti West Coast does the express services, while Transport for Wales does local stuff with the Class 175 and Class 158 DMUs. Passing under the A4080. Yeah, like, I cannot fault the scenery on this route so far. Oh, there's a Class 158. Hello, sir. Doesn't sound as good as the Class 158 you get in TSW or with Armstrong Powerhouse's 158, but hey, I'm not willing to fork out like £20 for a Class 158 enhancement pack just to see it as AI. Coming up on Tycross, and bear in mind I'm probably badly mispronouncing that. Oh, that was a gated crossing. You don't see too many of those in this day and age. We're summiting some kind of hill. Funnily enough, there aren't actually any scenarios that come with the base route that has you do a full run of from Holyhead to Crewe with the Class 221 or indeed any of the trains, which is. I also can't fault the route length either. An express train taking an hour, 2 hours to complete a full run of the line, that's more than enough route coverage in my opinion. This also won't be, the North Wales coastline won't be the base British TS Classic route for much longer. There is an update coming that will make the Chatham mainline route the base TS Classic route, and then the other two base routes will be Konstanz to Villingen by Train Sim Germany, and Bordeaux-Gun, passing through Bordeaux-Gun, Oh, what was the... I can't remember. Oh, it was Saludigrade. The other route is going to be Saludigrade by High Iron Simulations. The American base route. And then... yeah, they're also working on a quote-unquote official Dutch route for TS Classic, even though we've had unofficial Dutch content in this game for literal years now, thanks to the likes of Chris Trains. Wow, a tunnel on a British railway? Insane. Passing over the Avon River, or canal. "10 miles to Bangor." Our ETA is 9:17 and 30 seconds, but our ETA, according to this, is actually 20 seconds late, so... it's expecting we'll arrive 20 seconds late, I should say, so... looks as though the tilting system is working, but we probably haven't had sharp enough corners yet in order to get the tilting working. Frame rate is also pretty good. I'm hovering at around 50 FPS. Let's just say it's not an AI heavy route. It's a very, very rural line, this. The stop density will start to increase as we get closer, and hopefully traffic density will start to increase as we get closer to Crewe. One thing I'm looking forward to seeing is Crewe Station, because I only really know the Crewe Station that we get with the Trains of One Route Spirit of Steam, which is as Crewe was in the 1950s. But I don't really know what to expect with the modern day iteration of Crewe. Are we tilting? No, we're not tilting. Having to switch between idle and notch 1, which is annoying, but not exactly the end of the world. We are maintaining our speed quite nicely. As I said, really good scenery. Check the signal. We are clear for the track ahead. One annoying little thing that I have is when you press the horn button, the horn sounds for a specific amount of time rather than the horn sounding for as long as you have the horn button pressed, which is annoying, but there you go. Ooh, no, we're not tilting. We're not tilting. Bangor in 5 miles. Oh, no. Does this thing have a cruise control? Because some British trains do, and I don't know whether this one does. Yeah, we don't have a cruise control. That's the signal sound is very odd, though. Alright, we do have a 40 limit coming into force relatively soon, so I'll cut the power and let the train coast. Coming up on Llanfairpwll, and I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of that station. Oh. We have a green signal, yet the AWS went off. What? Another gated crossing. We have... yeah. Yeah, I think we'll... yeah, letting the just putting on notch one of brakes is a good idea. Force limit in force. Oh, hello. We're down to one track. No wonder the speed limit came down. Quite a few of England's like rural like main lines are single track for some reason. There's the A55 highway, I think you might say. Oh, we're coming off of the island of Anglesey. I forgot about this cool bridge. Look at this bridge. I can't remember the Britannia Bridge, according to OpenStreetMap. This looks so cool. Oh, and we've got traffic. Oh, we haven't got any traffic above, but that looks so cool. So yeah, we are officially coming back onto the mainland of the island. We are coming onto the Welsh mainland. We're clear up to 45 in a minute. My goodness, this is a tight turn. Oh, looks as though we are coming back onto a proper main line. But unfortunately, we'll still be limited to 45. And 45 limits out of force, so I can get full beans. Go up to 50 in half a mile. Oh boy. Passing under the A487. That's the 50 speed sign. We have a 15 limit coming into Bangor. Running alongside the A5. Ooh, there's a bus. Nice. Alright, we do have a tunnel coming up. Alright, single yellow. So where's the stop marker? There's the 4 to 5 stop marker. I was hitting the wrong button. Okay, I skipped the stop marker by a bit, but there we go. And welcome to Bangor, everybody. After an uneventful first stint. We do have a long tunnel coming up. Is there like a name plaque that says how long it is? No. Why is it so much louder in the cabin than it is in the cockpit? What's the next stop after this? Llandudno Junction, right. Next stop, Llandudno Junction in 15.5 miles. Please tell me I could go up to 75. Oh, I can't leave the cabin. Oh, that doesn't work. Power! Coming out of the tunnel. We're still limited to 75 for the time being, which is very annoying, but there we go. The 221 just feels like a bit of a caged animal going at just 75. Another tunnel. Ooh, nice viaduct over the Ogven River. There's hardly any traffic on this section of line, I must say. Any other trains? Yeah, no more trains on the section line all the way to Llandudno Junction. Very quiet line, I must say. There is the sea off to our left. We're following the A55, which is just off to our right, over there. Which is like the main North Wales coastal road. Ooh, we'll be clear up to 90 in just under 2 miles. Nice. That's so good. So we have according to this, we have just over 12 minutes to Llandudno Junction. Yeah, there's the sea. .8 miles. Alright, 90, there's the 90 sign. Here we go. 90 miles isn't miles an hour, isn't 120, but hey. It's better than nothing. Full power. No, we have to go back down to 75 at 1.5 miles. Are you kidding me? Oh, no. Cows. Oh, and then we can go back up to 90. Yes, 90. Oh yeah. Oh, and hello. We're coming up on Llanfairfichen. And I probably badly mispronounced that again, but hey, sometimes. We're now paralleling the A55. And we will be clear back up to 90 momentarily. Right, clear up to 90. Let's give her full beams. Oh yeah, it's so nice to be able to overtake all these cars. What is a London taxi cab doing in North Wales? Excuse me. That's a bit of an AI inaccuracy. Yeah, we are now directly paralleling the sea and the road. Coming both the motorway, both the dual carriageway and the railway now go into a tunnel. The A55 will then cross over us and we'll start paralleling the sea. Yeah. Oh, yeah, now I recognize this section of line. Tintin57, I was watching one of his streams. He was driving a DRS class 68 with a FNA wagons along this section of line in this direction. Oh, that is a 175. I would like to see the class 175 in TSW. They have to transport for Wales license. They might as well. Penmaenmawr. Oh my goodness, I am really giving the old Welsh pronunciations a serious hammering today. 5.3 miles to Llandudno Junction. The A55 is going back over us. We have a 55 limit coming up for the next tunnel. Lovely. See you later. Oh man, it feels as a public transport lover, it feels so good to be overtaking these cars. .55 limit warning sign. For the next tunnel is going to be we're going to be restricted to 55 for some reason. Excuse me. Okay, 55 limit. Enforce. Why does it sound like there's an industrial fan in here? 75 limit coming back into force. Llandudno Junction in 3 miles. There's the A55 again. Going back under the A55. .45 limit coming into force in 1 mile. There is the warning sign. So it sounds as though we have a signal coming up. Oh, I think I slowed down a bit too early. Hey ho. According to this, we're supposed to arrive a minute early. Our ETA is a minute before the time we're supposed to actually be there, which is always good. Yeah, Llandudno Junction is because we're going to go, but there's a branch off to Llandudno itself. Here's the station for Comwy. Ooh, what's that? It looks like a castle wall of some kind. That's sick! I love that. We have a 30 limit coming into Llandudno Junction, and then a 25 limit coming into force there. And then we have a bridge across the Comwy River. Oh, are we hopping an island mid-river? Yeah, we are. An enclosed bridge. You don't see too many of those nowadays. 30 limit coming into force relatively soon. Single yellow signal. I think it's time for a screenshot. Don't you think? That's some gorgeous scenery. Come on, zoom in. One more. Nope. No. Yes, that's the aspect ratio I want. And yeah, let's line it up nicely and take the shot. Actually, no, I want to re-angle it a bit. Ah. It's a bit finicky. There we go. Alright, 30 limit coming into force pretty soon. Here's Llandudno Junction, which this is where most of the scenarios for the Class 221 start. We need to look for the 4 to 5 car stop marker. I don't know where it is. We are, yeah, most definitely early. Where is the 4 to 5 car stop marker? 3 and 4 car stop marker. We're 5 cars, I think, so there's, yeah, we'll have to stop at that S marker. Welcome to Llandudno Junction. We are going to be here for quite a few minutes, so let's see if there's anything interesting in like the Llandudno area. Are there any other trains here? No, just us. Let's see if the Llandudno branch is actually modelled. Oh, it seems as though they laid the track for it, so let's have a look. I can only use the drone camera a specific certain distance from the train itself, so I don't think we'll be able to explore the entire branch, but certainly have a good look. Seems a bit odd that they didn't include the Llandudno branch. What's this station here? Does that have a... Deganwy? Yeah, there we go. That's as far as we can go. Oh well. Oh, there's a Class 158 coming in. Nice. Why does it sound like there's an industrial fan running in there, in the cab? That sounds so odd, man. So what's our next stop after this? It's Colwyn Bay. I see. Oh, the Class 158 is going up to Llandudno. Up the branch. Alright, we're off. Next stop, Colwyn Bay in 4 miles. Full power. Go up to 75, then 85. There's also a branch heading to the south. Wonder where that goes. We are clear up to 75 miles an hour. Give it the full beans. Wonder how we could get a class Voyager and TSW. We could get one as a class 222 for East Midlands trains. Class 222 East Midlands trains one for the Midland Main Line, or we could get a cross-country one as AI at Reading, or we could get a Avanti West Coast one, like this one, goes, that would run on West Coast Main Line South under the wires. Personally, out of all of those, I'd want the East Midlands trains, class 222, because we badly need one for the Midland. The Midland Main Line badly needs a Meridian. We're paralleling the, I think it's the A55 again. 2.2 miles to Colwyn Bay. Yeah, it's the A55 we're paralleling. 1.5 miles to run. At a mile out, I'll start braking. This thing has somewhat decent brakes. I'll cut the power here. We do have a 75 limit coming up, so I'll start gently braking. Third rails actually is a bit different when it comes to tracking TS Classic and Trains and World. With tracking in Trains and Classic, it uses the what is it? What is it? The Rail Driver API. So it takes the rail drive what the rail driver inputs would be, and puts it, and then extrapolates the speed, etc. With TSW, it just tracks where the player is, so, and also where the drone camera is. So if you're drone camera mode, it can't track the drone camera. When you're when you're walking around, it tracks you. %. There's a class 175 coming in. I need to go full brakes. I just missed the stop marker. Come on, brake! Brake. Oh well. Class 175 and two car variant. Alright, Colwood Bay. What is our next stop after this? It is Rhyl, R-H-Y-L. Manchester Airport to Llandudno. Yeah, we're probably going to be here for a bit. Let's have a bit of a look around. So class 175. Ooh, what's this? Oh, okay. Ooh, there's a pier. Nice. Simple model, but yeah, it's still pretty good. So we've got Rhyl, Prestatyn, Flint, Chester, and Crewe left to go. There goes the service. There goes the class 175 to Llandudno. Okay, doors are about to caution. The doors are about to close. Next stop, Rhyl in 10.3 miles. Tunnel. .85 limit coming up. Nice. Performance is pretty steady, I must say. Six miles to Real. Highly scenic section of line, I must say. Absolutely beautiful. That's the wrong button. There we go. Real in 2.3 miles. 75 limit coming into forts. See all of these like these houses here? They're mainly holiday homes. This is apparently quite a popular holiday spot for for people in the UK. There's apparently a small miniature railway off to our left, but it's not represented in TS for some reason. Where's that stop marker? Didn't see the stop marker until I was almost past it. Full stop. Okay, welcome to Real, everybody. We're clear up to 75 right after we leave Real. So what's our next stop? Prestatyn. And we cross the border into England between Flint and Chester, according to my map. So I have quite a bit of Wales to go before we get into England. Next stop, Prestatyn, in 3.5 miles. It's quite a rapid stopping pattern for an express service, I must say. We are clear up to 90 miles an hour, that is so good. The faster we can go in this thing, the better. Oh my goodness. Ah! Alright, 1.5 miles to Verstappen. I think that's how you pronounce it. We have a 75 limit coming into Verstappen, but that doesn't matter because... My apologies for the sound of that extremely loud helicopter in the background. Can't do anything about that. Verstappen coming up. The scenery on this route is like exceptionally decent for a TS Classic route, B, a TS Classic route made by Dovetail Games. Like, I'm pretty impressed so far, and this is without, remember, this is without the enhancement mod. This is just, like, completely default scenery. The only mod used is a Steam Workshop scenario. Where's that stop marker? This is a short platform, so I'm guessing there's an S. Yeah, there's an S stop marker, so that's all colors. Ooh. Yeah, pretty good. I'll take it. This has a really interesting pedestrian bridge arrangement, I must say. Is there a 4 to 5 car stop marker, or was it? Yeah, there's just this one stop marker. How close did I get? Ah, just a tiny bit of the nose. So it looks, yeah, we have a, where is it? 85 limit coming into force just after the platform. Oh, the front car's doors didn't open. Ah, that's annoying. Almost there. Oh, little buffet in there, like a snack machines. All right, we are next stop Flint in 14 miles. clear up to 85 miles an hour. Passing an abandoned station. There's the branch line to the point of air gas terminal. Don't appear to use that line much anymore. .75 limit coming up. Paralleling the sea again. Flint in 9 miles. So it's Flint, Chester, and Crew coming up. We'll try the next stops. So we've got a little branch line, or what used to be a branch line, looks like. Are we tilting? I think so, just slightly. There's another class 175. 6.5 miles. Yes, and we can go up to 90 miles an hour. That's so good. 6 miles to Flint. There's the 90 speed limit sign. Another abandoned station. Nice. We can go back up to 90 in just over a mile. Just under 4 miles to run to Flint. There's the A548 off to our right. There we go. Full power. .3 miles to Flint. This is going to be the last station in Wales. After the, we cross over the border to England just before Chester. .5 miles to go. Looks as though we have a class TFW Transport for Wales class 158 heading the other way. We are arriving early. It looks as though we do have a 4 to 5 car stop marker, which is... Oh, I did not mean to put it in emergency. Crap. It is very easy to go from full service to emergency. Going to be our last Welsh stop before crew. There goes the class 158. Alright, that is our last Welsh stop. Next stop, Chester in 12.5 miles. My engine died. What's going on here? Wait, brakes have released. Hang on, I've got an idea. There we go. I reset the system. We are off. Oh, my door is swinging open and shut due to the breeze. That's funny. Alright, we are clear up to 90 miles an hour. Chaps, let me know what you think of this route in the comments below. Did Dovetail cook with this route? I think they did. I think they did a pretty good job. But yeah, let me know what you think about this route down in the comments, because I'm not local. I don't know if maybe there's like an inaccuracy with the route or something. DRA is clickable, okay. That was odd. I just got an error message, and I don't know why. That's 80 miles an hour. 89. Can I open the windows? No, there aren't any. Yeah, we are tilting. Dang it, why do we have to slow down? Ugh. There's the River Dee off to our left. That's the border between England and Wales. That forms the border between England and Wales on this on the north side of Wales. Shotton Station, which is 2 levels. Look at that. How cool is that? Actually, no, it's not 2 levels. It's just the railway crosses over. That line goes north to Liverpool. Alright. We're almost to the English border. Not quite, though. After this bridge, we are going to have Harwarden Airport off to our right. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks decent. Frame rate's still pretty good. There's the runway. About 500 meters to the border. Chester in 2.5 miles. Looks as though we do have a 50 limit coming up. Shrewsbury line will be joining from the right in a couple hundred meters. And there we go. We are now in we are now in England. There's the Shrewsbury line joining up. So I think Chester is where we'll join the West Coast Main Line, if I'm not mistaken. But who knows? I might be wrong. Start slowing down to the 50 limit. Park over there. No, sorry, a horse racing track. What am I saying? All right. .30 limit coming up in a bit. We are going to arrive in Chester a bit late, but hey, it is what it is. It's not like trains in Britain run on time anyway most of the time. Single yellow. Ah! Oh, I must have been too late with that AWS. Oh, come on. Ugh. Oh, I need to put it, sorry, I need to put it in. There we go, we should have juice now. There we go. We'll definitely be late now though. But hey, sometimes it is what it is. Another AWS magnet. No, we're not joining the WCML because we're not. There's no overhead wires. Chester is unelectrified, it looks like. I don't think we've had any like major junctions since Llandudno. What's the 5? Oh. Welcome to Chester, everybody, our first stop in England. We have a red signal. Oh, it's because that class 175 is coming across our track. Come on, buddy, hurry up. Crewe, I think, is where we join the West Coast Main Line. next and final stop of the day, crew in 21 miles. Where that line goes. Hellsby, apparently. It's supposed to take around 19 minutes to do the 21 miles to crew. AWS is telling us we have a clear track ahead for a considerable amount of time to come. And we could get to 90 miles an hour in a minute. Ooh, this is a tight little tunnel. No, that wasn't a tunnel, that was a bridge. Crossing over a little canal. Just went under the A41, and now we just went under the A55. Full power. Wonder how many miles in total I will have covered by the end of this run. Oh, there's a train coming along. Oh, it's a 158. cows. Just got another error message from Train Sim Classic, and I don't know why it's happening. Huh. I think this is by far the most boring section in the ring. Also, just for a reminder, if you've forgotten, I have linked the this scenario down in the description. It is available on Steam Workshop, and the only dependency is this route, the North Wales coastline by Dovetail Games. That's one reason I chose it, because it doesn't have any other dependencies. Do have a 75 limit coming up. Woof. You could go up to 91.90 almost straight after though, which is nice. There's the warning sign. This is a very temporary section. Signal box and an abandoned station. And look, and there's the 90 sign. Ten and a half miles to Crewe. Look at that, we're back up to speed. We just crossed over the Shropshire Union Canal. Passing under the A51. This route does have very good frames. It is extremely well optimized. 7 miles to Crewe. Passing over the canal. Ooh, there's some canal boats over there. Nice. Crewe in 5 miles. .70 limit in 1.5 miles. At least we're not too far away from Crewe. That's always good. No, wrong. I just put the reverser in neutral by mistake. .1 mile to the 70 limit. There's... Ooh, viaduct noise. Coming into the outskirts of Crewe itself. Appears to be a transformer station over there. .50 limit in 1.5 miles. It's estimated we'll get there a minute early. And then there's a 20 limit coming into Crewe itself. Goodness. Oh, hello. Overhead pylons. Yes, the electric stuff is finally on. Oh, it's another Avanti service. A double one. Nice. We're finally under those lovely overhead wires. Single, looks like we have a double yellow signal coming up. Double yellow. Single yellow. So wait a minute, what was that over there? Oh! It's the advanced passenger train! That prototype from the 1980s, that tilting 140 mile an hour thing that completely failed. There's the line up to Liverpool. That's the line I normally take when I'm running on Spirit of Steam. I say when I run on Spirit of Steam, when I meant actually when I never run on Spirit of Steam. Since the 1950s, this area has actually gotten a significantly downgraded in terms of size. Yeah, FPS is definitely dropping since we're coming into the station, but there we go. No Pendolinos about because we haven't got... I don't think... There is a Pendolino add-on, but I haven't got it. Let's find stop marker. I see it. Alright, welcome to Crew, everybody. Are there any trains coming from the north? There's a green signal. Doesn't appear to be. Still quite a large complex, considering. So cool how there's a static model of the APT. We might actually get an APT in TSW, because you probably know Just Trains and the Preston to Carlisle route they made in TSW. Well, that's set in 1986. The APT was still running in 1986, so I'm fully expecting Just Trains' next loco add-on to be this machine. Alright, you've completed the scenario successfully. Before I click off, I'll stop the tracking on third rails, and I will hit the X mark there. Author feedback, yep. So yeah, that will be all for this video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get notified when the next video drops. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.